Tilt, baby. That's sick. Bada bing, bada boom.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we got the brand new DV8 Brutal Collision, just like GOOTZ's last regional performance. So as you can see, this is a classic DV8 ball. Bright colors, and lots of swirls in it. Definitely know a DV8 ball when you see one. Today we got a high-end asymmetrical solid, but a little something different. Comes with compound. So as you can see, it looks shiny. It is shiny. And I think it's supposed to fit in between the Hellcat, which is super dull, and the original Collision here, which is a hybrid. Alright, so a little bit of a layout difference, a little bit longer and more continuous layout on this with the mass bias in the thumb, and the mass bias a couple inches right of the thumb in this ball here. GOOTZ really needs the ball to get down lane and hook in the back end, so we adjusted the layout a little bit for him, and boy does this ball hook in the back end. I saw him leave a whole bunch of 9-pins pulling league earlier. Crazy. So another reason why we changed the layout a little bit, as we got basically the same ball here. We have a hybrid and we have a solid. Cover stocks are almost the same, just maybe a little bit different additive. It's got a little bit of different name to it. So we just didn't want the same ball reaction out of both balls. We wanted a little bit of a gap in between the two. So stay tuned for when GOOTZ throws it to see how much of a difference that really makes. So just because of the finish of the balls and the way they're drilled, we decided to bowl on a burned up league house condition. 42-foot carbon. It's been bowled on by league already. 4-player teams, 3 games, so quite a bit of traffic on the lanes. And I think that's where these balls are really going to shine. They got the shiny cover, so it's really going to glide through the front part of the lane, pick up in the mid lane, and really continue with that asymmetric core down in the back end. And for someone with GOOTZ who's got really heavy roll, a lot of forward motion, these balls are really going to help him carry that 10-pin when the lanes get a little bit dried up. From a drilling point of view, they got dot technology and dynamic core, so any layout is possible. You can drill right through the pin, and really easy to drill through the ball too with those drill bits, just like butter. As a pro shop operator, I really do like drilling the Brunswick balls with the dot technology and the dynamic core. Really easy on the drill bits, so thank you Brunswick for that. Once again, thank you all the members. If you want to become a member, hit that join button below. So if you sign up for the champion tier, we got coaching, email correspondence, video, we chat weekly and help you improve your game to the best you can be. Alright, let's go see GOOTZ bowl this ball that looks like Christmas.
We go a little further. Ooh, definitely longer. Definitely a lot longer. Then again, it is the league leftover, and our house shot does have a letter carry down the middle. I can either do 2 things. I can move right, or I can maybe hit the dry a little quicker. So let's just hit the dry quicker instead, because I don't want to move. Tilt, baby. Okay, maybe I'll move right. All right, so saw my last shot. Went really long. Nothing in the back. I did get it out to where I wanted to, but just way too much carry down. So let's straighten up our angles with the collision. And instead of standing at 42, 31 to 10. Let's go. A little better. Still flat off the spot. Definitely goes a lot longer though. So I'm gonna do that same thing, the brutal collision. Might have a little bit more kick just because it has a little bit more teeth. All right, so now I have the brutal collision in my hand. I'm gonna stand at 31, get it to about 10. Woo, definitely picked up earlier. Wanted to hook. So yeah, like I said, there's more teeth on this ball. So it actually lets me move a little bit more further left. I did miss in a little on that shot. So let's try one more time. That could have been me or could have been the oil. Not too sure. Okay, let's throw a good shot here, folks. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh. So yeah, brutal collision. A lot more teeth, a lot more angular than the collision itself. So far, I really like the shape. I really like how it kind of goes down the lane. Still has energy to hook into the bucket. It doesn't really labor down or anything. All right, so question time with GOOTZ. So if you guys don't already know, I'm on DV8 staff, as you can see. So my question for you guys is, out of the 7 brands of Brunswick, which one is your favorite? So comment down below and give us your answers. Let's throw a couple strikes. So I'm gonna do a couple adjustments. What does the fox say? Wow. So you saw there I went Brooklyn. It picked up early again. These league bowlers love to play up 10. So let's move another 3. Play normally. Let's put a little bit of spin on it so I can get through the fronts. Wow, what is going on? So every shot I threw, it consistently hooks left. Like, it's not losing power or anything. It's still driving through the pins. Like, really, when I get to that spot, it's just wanting to drive towards the 8 pin. I gotta go 5th arrow with this. Okay, 5th arrow, less angle. This is just a whole new zone. No words can describe what just happened there. Congrats, DV8, another strong backhand ball. All right, throw one more good shot there. So pretty much I'm playing like 5th and half arrow, trying to just fluff it into 10. There seems to be a lot of hold there, so let's use it to our advantage. Ooh, that's sick. That is sick. I like what I see now. We found oil. We struck oil. Okay, one more shot with a brutal collision. It always feels good leading with a 3-bagger. Ooh, so close. Anyways, let's bring it back to the shop. We're back from the lanes through the brutal collision compared to the collision. And honestly, this ball is crazy. Crazy back-end motion that I was seeing on the lanes compared to the collision. This just kept going longer and longer, as well as we did bowl on the aftermath of the 42 feet carbon that the league just bowled on. I can tell you though that this ball will just keep on hooking. So when I was throwing the brutal collision, I was already standing in front of the ball return because I already knew it was pretty crispy out there. When I was throwing it, you can actually see my shots. I was also lofting it, giving a little loft, trying to get through the heads. No matter how far left I moved, it just kept going left. When I threw both balls, when I was standing at 30, because I wanted to see what happened when I tried to play straighter with it. I guess there just wasn't enough head oil for the ball, but felt like I was hitting my mark, but it may have been hooking in the middle of the lane that I couldn't really see, because everyone usually plays up 2nd arrow or, you know, 10 board, so it got pretty dry out there. When I was standing at 30, this ball didn't really want to hook. It was more of a motion of getting down the lane and then super smooth off the back. Compared to this ball, it just wanted to rip off the spot, as well as if it did hit a dry spot in the middle of the lane, it tried to check up on me already. So this being shiny kind of gave me that different shape of going down the lane and then having really big back-end motion. Reminds me of the Trailblazer actually. So the Trailblazer also gave me crazy back-end motion, but that was to do with the cover stock itself. It didn't come as shiny as this ball. It did come a little dull, but it did get down the lane. But yeah, like I said, this one just came to me shiny and it looked really good on the burn. Kind of excited to see what it does on the fresh. I saw two different shapes. They are both at the original cover stocks, but this one just tend to go super long and this one tend to just have crazy back end motion. Between the two, I think this is a ball you want to use when it's really burnt up, probably in a block where there's 8 games and you have maybe 2 more games to go. And then this is something you can use in the beginning as well as in the middle part of the game where there's still head oil, either you're a cranker or a stroker. I think this is the next big back end ball that DV8 will have. So I've been very impressed with DV8 coming out with the Vert Solid and now the Brutal Collision. So I brought the Vert Solid to a regional on the weekend and it did pretty well. I'm excited to bring this one to see what it does as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to answer my question down below. Tell me which one of the 7 brands of Brunswick is your favorite. So besides the DV8 line, I really like Ebonite. On Ebonite's line, I like the GB4 and the Envision. Really enjoyed them. But let me know what you guys like. Tilt, baby. Bada bing, bada boom.